I said ayo.
I said ayo.
I said ayo. One man army against 50, bro. I stand on
Time out. Time out. Time out. In other words,
The Cowboys haven't beat a team above 500. They beat a team right at 500.
But no, it's hard. It's hard because then they weren't even playing the college championship. Hey, forget all that.
This whole year, and it ain't about fantasy, it's about the facts. No, that's not the same. That is not the same. You never.
We just went viral for the wrong reasons again.
Do you realize it all comes back to fraud?
You trying to see how we feel about that situation? Nah.
And Blake Hall.
I said ayo.
Yo.
Don DeMarco. Hey, man. Say, man. Tuesday, January 13th. 2026, just had to document that. Episode 147. We here, boys. It's a lot going on, man. It's that time of the year where football is getting to, the climax. You feel me? You got college football. It's about to wrap up. NFL playoffs just kicked off as well, man. So we got a lot to get into. First things first, let's start with the young bulls. You know what I'm saying? We have the college football championship set, Indiana versus Miami in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium. How did we get here, man? How did we get here? Indiana put on a dredging against Oregon. Miami, they had a good battle with Ole Miss. But we could start with Indiana, Oregon, was that even a football game? I don't know what you want to call it. It's like 35-3 at halftime. If you're not tapped in here, you're missing out on key analytics, for your parlays or whatever you want to call it.
No, whatever you want to do.
No cap. But yeah, Indiana's rolling, man. They went in there, they took down Oregon 56-22. Yo, what's good? We here. 56-22. They're cruising. It seems like they're cruising their way to the championship. How do we feel about Indiana's season so far? Are they that good or are they just playing no competition? Like,
They are that good and they are that disappointing. For you to be a top dog at college football in that discipline, you got to be scared of your coaches. And they're scared of somebody. I don't know if it's the head coach or somebody on that roster. They're scared of them to death because how disciplined they are. And to speak on that Indiana game, first play was a pick six. At that moment, it should just tell you turn the TV off. I literally had to ask them. Can we get this off of the screen? Like, I don't want to watch a murder. Like, it's enough of this, bro. It's like it was actually pitiful to watch. And to think that's the game right before the national championship, and that's how they got done. They got the dust. They knocked the dust off last round, and they got back into gear this round.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good? Go ahead.
I watched Men on Fire second half. Honestly, great movie. Finally got to see what they got to give. Equalizer from.
Go.
The performances that Indiana has been putting on puts them up there with the best of all-time college teams. They just don't have first-round draft talent for people to want to bring up that conversation. I also believe that their numbers don't necessarily pop off the screen when it comes to magnitude, but it shows efficiency. Considering that Fernando Mendoza has scored more touchdowns than he has thrown incompletions in the two playoff games.
That's insane.
It's absolutely like ridiculous. So although it does not look like the most star-studded team, I think it's one of the most dominant teams we've ever seen. So I'm grateful to be a part of it in his lifetime. And win or lose this year, I think it's a success for Indiana and the program, and they're going to get better. whatever happens, regardless of what happens Monday.
What I said last week, I said people talk about they got wide receivers back. After they went against Ohio State, they ain't nobody putting fear in their eye. So little Tariq Hill, you in for a long night, buddy. You better catch some bubble screens or something.
Whoa. Let's hold our horses on that one. Yeah, that's let's hold our horse. We're gonna get there.
Bro, them DBs,
we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin in what you said. But
them DBs though, at Indiana though, they actually the whole defense, bro. The way they play ball is, hey, I don't see nobody stopping them right now.
We can get there.
Yeah. I think you put you hit the tail on the donkey when you say that Indiana doesn't have the names or the first round talent, for this team this season to, be in conversations they might need to be. Now, granted, let's not jump the gun. They do need to finish the job before we go there. But yeah, for like Eric said, them boys to be as disciplined as they are, like you said, Pete, the fact that they don't really have the quote unquote talent / names and star power, and to be overperforming the way they are, it's a lot to the coaching staff and things of that nature. But this what they've done this season, like, yeah, I agree. Like, this is a historical season.
Yeah,
it's a historical season by Indiana. I'm not going to jump the gun all the way because, like I said, they do need to finish the job. But what they've done up until this point has been historical. I mean, two college playoff games. They won both by 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Mendoza, that's crazy to throw more touchdowns and incompletions over that span of the playoffs. That's insane. Granted, now they've got a different matchup, but what they've done so far, is definitely deserves a lot more notoriety. As for Oregon, I mean, college football, I think that's been the tell of college football. And I think, like, some may say, there's parity out there, but I'm kind of leaning towards Johnny Manziel. Like, there's just not really any good quarterbacks out here. You know what I'm saying? How are there no good quarterbacks in college football right now?
Yeah.
The best quarterbacks are prospects with potential. You know what I'm saying? Those are the best quarterbacks. But there's I don't know, bro. I'm really confused at what's going on this season because you look at Dante Moore. He's considered the number 2 quarterback in this draft. He's considered the number 2 behind Fernando Mendoza. And like I mentioned last week, you look at Dante Moore in meaningful games throughout the season. You look at his game log, touchdown interception ratio against bowl eligible teams for the season. He's thrown a pick in all of those games. He's thrown he threw 4 picks in the college football playoff this season. And then you bring in, USC, he threw a pick against them. Iowa threw a pick against them. Indiana, the first go round, 2 picks. He didn't throw no picks against Penn State for whatever that means. But yeah, you look at him, like, he's been very underwhelming in all meaningful games. And he's supposed to be the number 2 quarterback in the draft coming out this season. He's supposed to go change somebody's franchise. I think the lack of quarterback play is like a bigger storyline to the season of college football than we have acknowledged.
I agree. I think this year, Heisman, as good as Fernando, can be for someone in the league, the Heisman class this year was very underwhelming compared to other years in the past, especially when you look at quarterback play. I'm not sure what's the reason for it. My guess would be is that the NIL overall is going to affect development whatsoever, because when you're a quarterback, when you're trying to sign to a school, what you should be looking at is the program when it comes to QB play, the offense, and the pressure to start, other places around, and You also got to look at who potentially knows how to play who knows quarterback. Like, there's not too many colleges that we know right now that produces great quarterbacks. And in the places that we do, we've even seen a dip there. So I think NIL is something that we asked for and we didn't know what we were asking for.
We didn't know what we was asking for because I could tell y'all, I can assure you this, I was one of the many students around this country who wrote about why college athletes should get paid on their senior projects. But I did not know it was going to amount to this. You know what I'm saying? I did not know it would ruin college football. Granted,
Did it ruin college football or did it get y'all a national championship last year?
Whoa. Accusations. False accusations.
I mean, the first year y'all don't make it. Now something's wrong with NIL.
No. It's not that now, like, it's just that it's not that NIL is wrong. It's just like it's out of control. Like, I definitely still think college football is key player. It's just not regulated. So it's definitely changing the landscape of the sport, and we're seeing its effects, in real time. But I still think college football players should get paid. They're making schools billions of dollars, and to not see a dollar of that, is, the type of greed that, needs a lot of repentance. So I think I still think, they should get paid, but we just got to figure out how it's going to work out. We just got to figure out the regulations and all that. But yeah,
I mean, they got pay ranges. Like, quarterbacks get around like 3 to 6 mil. Like, they got pay ranges for each position.
I think that's too much money.
What? Do you know how much money they generate? Like, saying that's too much money for how much money they actually bring in. It's like you're no better than the NFL owners.
Nah, I'm not saying it from a standpoint of they don't deserve that money. I just think that amount of money, when the Bible says that it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter heaven, it's not because it's impossible. It's just that it just takes a great relationship with God. It's going to take a great relationship with God for a student to be focused with $6 million as a freshman and to still be focused on ball and his books. Like, that is just, it's a setup. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it, but when we see the kind of play that we're seeing amidst NIL, look at Ryan Williams, for example. Freshman star coming out. We thought he was, he earned the cover of College Football 26. We thought he was going to be a breakout receiver this year. And he's had more drops than I've seen in a long time from a star receiver. So I don't think that's necessarily got anything to do with Kalen DeBoer's program. I think when you look at what Ryan Williams has set up for himself, i.e. his own, does he not stream? He has a platform now. Like, he's become a celebrity, like, with money. So, like, how can you humble that kid to catch some extra passes after practice? You can't, because he earned $6 million. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ruined the game in regards to, like, who's winning, but it's going to change these players' development for sure.
I'm just saying, like, is it a coincidence that now that NIL is getting, out of control, that there's no good quarterbacks? Like, we talked about the quarterback draft last year. Yeah. Eric, do you think this quarterback class is better than last year's quarterback class?
With Cam Ward, Shador,
Jackson Dart, Dylan Gabriel, Tyler Shaw.
And then this year you got Heisman Trophy winner. You got Dante Moore. You got
Fernando's good. I like Fernando. I respect him.
You got who else is who's in the top 5 right now?
Yeah, your list is running thin.
Do they have Mateer? Do they have Mateer in the top 5 right now? They have John Mateer.
Nay is garbage. I'm not gonna lie. He's
trash. Arch Manning, if he comes out,
I think he's staying, right?
Yeah, he's staying, bro.
It's beneficial.
Bro, he's not coming out.
To not come out.
He's not coming out.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was a year to do it,
Ty
It's a
Simpson.
good
Ty
year.
Simpson's coming out this year.
Ty Simpson is very accurate. I don't think like last year. I will say this: Cam Ward, I feel like is still better than every quarterback that will be drafted this year.
So, okay, so this is on PFF. They have Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, Garrett Nussmeier from LSU,
Oh,
Chambers from Ole Miss, John Mateer, Carson Beck, Klubnik, Drew Aller, Diego Pavia, Jalen Daniels from Kansas, Taylor Green from Arkansas is finally coming out, Tommy Castellanos, Miller Moss, Jake Retzlaff, Kyron Jones,
I'll tell you this:
Barrymore.
if I'm Oakland, I keep saying Oakland. If I'm the Las Vegas Raiders, I'm calling the team to go get a backup quarterback from somebody roster.
I'm sorry. Did I miss your answer? I was still.
Yeah, I don't think this is better than last year because Cam Ward is better than every single person you name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, now I ain't go that far. But yeah, so
No, well, no saying it. Who else? What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say Jackson Dart, but Jackson Dart, the NFL player, I think he is a lot different than what we saw in college. So I'm not ready to say that.
And if I speak my truth on Jackson Dart, I might get home. So
60 minutes in, man.
Yeah, long way to go.
We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, long way to go.
nah,
So,
I'm saying, bro, it's like I don't think we've seen enough of Jackson Dart to say anything positive about him. Did he come out and give some juice? Yeah, but I don't see any promise in him yet. I want to see more. I want to see a full season.
it's not ridiculous to say that. I'm not.
Yeah, because who did he look good against?
Like I said though, I didn't see him run the ball this much at Ole Miss. That's why I'm like he's a totally different player now. So I'm not going to judge that. But yeah, so I don't think it's a coincidence that NIL is going crazy, and now all of a sudden there's no quarterbacks in college football out of 137 schools. I'm not on the Fernando train. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say Fernando. Fernando might.
When we break down the game, we'll get there.
Fernando. I definitely think he's an NFL quarterback. Like I said, he can make any throw on the field. I do agree with that. But he's not no splash. He's not a number one overall pick to me. He should be the first quarterback, but not a number one overall pick. Not like you had last year, like you said with Cam Ward. So I don't think it's no coincidence that we got here. Yeah. We can move on to the next game.
If you pick a quarterback in this draft, you gotta treat him like what's his name, David Mills from the Texans.
Davis Mills. Yeah.
Davis Mills. You gotta treat him just like that. You use them until you find what you need. Kind of like a. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, Miami and Ole Miss. That was a good game. Ole Miss has been carrying the college football playoff when it comes to quality games and good ratings. But yeah, Miami squeaks that one out 31-27. We could go straight into it, but since we're here, Eric said that I just want to come back to what Eric said when he said that,
the DBs, Tony, Miami, y'all gonna have to draw up something because your offense has been lackluster these last 2 weeks. If we're just calling it a spade. They picked it up in the fourth quarter against Ole Miss, but other than that, they were not getting the job done. Not like Indiana is when it comes to the red zone and everything. They were not getting it done. So for them to get going, they're gonna have to give Tony the ball, little Tariq Hill the ball a lot, and he's strapped against Indiana.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna have to lean. They're gonna have to lean on the run game more than they're gonna have to lean on.
They've been doing that all playoff.
They're gonna have to lean heavy on him more than they did Tony.
They ran the ball 50 times against.
I don't see that being that effective against Indiana and all the stunts they do.
Why not?
And all the stunts they do. It works for them.
They don't have to. They didn't have to run stuff against Oregon because Oregon, the moment he threw the pick six, they tucked their tails and just spread them. They literally were a changed football team for the moment they threw the pick six. Oregon's been like that since Danny Lanning. Is that his name?
Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning has been there. Like when you look at his momentum, the way he spoke against Colorado, like we play on the field, blah 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 blah. They came out there, they got up on Colorado quick, and then it mellowed out, and it was BTA. Same thing with Oregon. They came out there hype. They stunned Ohio State quick. They won a nail biter. When they play Ohio State the next time, and Ohio State jumped out on them at 17-0 early in the half, Oregon was done for. Same thing with the Indiana game. The moment he threw that pick six, Oregon football team was done for. And we spoke about it on this podcast last week. If you got movie plans, if you ain't seen the Avatar, if you needed to do some cleaning for the New Year's, you should have did it on Friday because that was not worth watching. I'm telling you, Man on Fire was a good film. Like, great film. The gunshot holds no fear. Like, we don't know yet, but I want to hear somebody. I want to hear some more takes on Miami though. Before I say,
oh, I'll tell you another take on Miami. When I used to play Pop Warner, bro, everybody had this one teammate with like the dad who was like really into it, and like if he messed up or like drop a pass, you have to do push-ups right then and there. Miami defense dropping, what was it, 4 interceptions? 4 or 5? If you think you're going to do that against, well, I don't think Indiana will put the ball in that much danger where you have the opportunity to pick it off 4 or 5 times. But you can't make those mistakes. You cannot make those mistakes. And that's the only reason that game was actually close. Because those turnovers would have turned into some type of points. So you can't miss those opportunities against a team that's this disciplined and play this well of team ball.
Yeah, bro. And speak to Indiana's discipline, bro. They're literally second in the nation in penalty yards per game. They only have 27 penalty yards against them a game. That's like a holding and a pass interference. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, I mean, on paper, they're literally better than Miami. No, they're on paper. Indiana is better than Miami at everything.
What paper you talking about though?
Like as far as like
team stats.
Team
stats. Okay.
Rushing yards, Indiana outrushes Miami by 70 yards. And then passing defense, rushing defense. The only thing Miami does better is pass the ball, and that's by like 7 yards. So on paper, bro, Indiana does everything better than Miami, but it's national championship. I think this is the time. This is where what we just spoke on earlier. This is where the star players is going to separate. This is where the star players are going to separate, differentiate between the two. This is where those X factors, those superstar factors, those abilities start to kick in on the grand stage. And Miami has a lot more than Indiana. So I'm still rocking with Miami to win the championship. I am.
I mean, sometimes, as
I know
one of the elite analysts out here, who makes great takes. I go for the juggler, and they land. Like it's monumental to the efforts. All glory to God. I had to look at some game film of the last time Indiana lost. When was the last time Indiana lost, P? Last time they were in the CFP, they lost to Notre Dame. And what did Notre Dame do well, right? They got Jeremiah Love and a great running back who, split the game open with a 99-yard touchdown off of an inside zone. Notre Dame was able to effectively run the ball. They had Riley Leonard at the time who could also run the ball well. And on defense, they stopped the run, and Indiana had to make third down and long plays where there's more than one read. What Miami does effectively, I believe, which was neutralized because of the tempo that Ole Miss runs, is that their defense causes you to make decisions. When you look at the pressure that they're able to put on Ohio State, to where Julian Saban was missing obvious reads, we have not seen Fernando Mendoza under that kind of pressure since they played Ohio State and it was 13-10 ball game. And that game was different if the kicker doesn't shank a chip shot. Another thing that Miami can do well is that they love to run heavy. When they bring in an extra offensive lineman or two, that's something that Miami does, obviously, I believe, better than anybody in the country. And I know we want to bring up Malachi Tony a lot because he makes a lot of great highlight plays and he makes a lot of key touchdowns late in game. But Mark Fletcher Jr. is just as big of a staple in Miami right now as Uncle Luke. If Mark Fletcher is not running the ball, moving the chains for them, a lot of those drives where we see big plays in the end, where we see the game-winning Carson Beck rush in the touchdown, Miami's history. So if they're able to move the chains with Mark Fletcher 4 yards, 3 yards, 3rd and 3, get a first down, Mark Fletcher might break off into the second level every once and now and again. His longest rush against Ole Miss, I believe, was like 19 yards. So it doesn't have to be too much. He's just a chipper. They have the possibility to beat them. And on defense, if you notice, because Indiana moves so swiftly, Fernando Mendoza don't have a second read. They catch him in man coverage. He's looking back, and he's automatically letting the ball go. The ball is gone in 3 seconds. Against a defense like Miami, if they're able to put them in 3rd and long situations, Fernando Mendoza is going to have to start doing some things that he hasn't had to do all year. And that's sit in the pocket and look at the second read. And I think that would change the game a lot. But like I said, it will take some efforts to stop the run and get them in that 3rd and long situations. And I got Miami to upset them as well. I think the home field advantage is something that we are not taking into account for real. I think people are afraid to go against Indiana because they've looked so dominant. But if we factor in home field advantage, look at the 2 away games that was close for Indiana in the season. They won by 3 against Penn State. Should they have been – are they 3 points better than Penn State? No, they're 300 points better than Penn State. But when you play at Penn State, the game changes. Same thing with this Oregon team.
Yeah, Oregon.
They just BT8 Oregon. They were way better than 10 points better than Oregon back in the day. But they were at Oregon, so it changed the thing. And I think the pendulum is going to swing to the point to where either Fernando Mendoza is going to be the number 1 pick in the draft, bar none, or Miami's walking away with this thing, man. No joke.
Well, I'll say 2 things about, first of all, the home field advantage. It's 2 parts to it.
Listen at him.
Like 1/3 of the ticket automatically go to Indiana fan, 1/3 to Miami fans, and then the rest is whoever. Second, they're playing in like the 2nd smallest stadium in the NFL. You mentioned Penn State and Hard Rock. Penn State, yeah, other than Soldier Field. Soldier Field is the smallest stadium in the NFL. Other than Penn, and you compare it to Penn State capacity is like 100 and something thousand people. That's way different than Hard Rock, which is like what, 60? And 1/3 of it is going to be Indiana fans. That's not there. That's
you know that, bro? Do you know that?
Do I know what? Yeah, I seen the numbers today. 20,000 is Indiana, 20,000 is Miami, and then the rest is up in the air.
Miami.
That's literally what it said.
So Miami. More than likely it will be Miami. Miami's going to get the majority of that 20,000.
Yeah, but then again, that's nothing to them. They're playing at 100,000 capacity stadiums in the Big Ten. So that home field advantage, definitely with the type of fair weather fans Miami have at Hard Rock. It's not.
Well, I'll let you continue on your point.
It's not going to work that way. And I do believe in Miami pass rush because they only got 1 sack last game, but they were still getting pressure. I don't know the number of pressure, but they only had 1 sack last game. Mendoza been sacked. How many games they had? 15?
He had 2 fumbles in the last game.
They have 15 so far, and all year he been sacked 20 something times, low 20s.
because they effectively run the ball.
So I don't think Miami got what it takes to switch up their game. I still got Indiana.
The home field advantage, what you're not understanding it, like you're saying it as if like we're loading up Madden. Miami has not won a national championship since 2001. This isn't just Miami doing what they regularly do. This isn't an ACC tournament, Miami. This is Miami potentially re-becoming a program.
The U. That's not
All tips are the best. Yeah, like this is like everybody who won a national championship at Miami, I promise you, will be there Monday. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but
you gonna have Michael Irvin down there for sure.
Like that momentum, that momentum is going to carry, and then it ain't about the noise.
Then what's the home field advantage then if it ain't about the noise?
They're just
I'm gonna try to be appropriate, but there's a difference between going over your crib. I'm trying to be like, it's a morale thing. Like there's a different level of confidence when you ask your crib.
No, I'm not gonna lie, like, bro. Some players just love playing away. Like it builds, like it's the anticipation.
When you was 18, like bro,
no, like all just thought, like when we was in high school, I love, bro. You too. We love playing away. First off, it was everybody homecoming.
So you still
we love away.
You know what I'm saying? I've been delivered. You know what I'm saying? Like adolescence out now, but like like traveling creates a little bit more butterflies than hosting.
Yeah, like come on, bro. What are we doing?
Like let's not downplay it. And then you spoke about the Fernando being untouchable or didn't even have great offensive line. I'm not trying to say that Miami's the better team. I just think that Miami has what it takes to make Fernando actually have to read a pass coverage. When you look at his passes to, I think his name is, I know his last name is Surratt.
Elijah Surratt.
Mm-hmm. And the guy number 80, I can't think of his name. Receiver. No, not Omar Cooper as well, but Becker, Charlie Becker. Most of those plays are man coverage, fade down the field, slant, back shoulder fade. It's like one-on-one matchups, and it's like if Miami catches themselves in man, they're gonna get cooked all night. But I think Miami, with the zone coverages that they showed against Julian Sayin, to the point where Julian Sayin was like missing reads, like right down the middle. We haven't seen Fernando have to play quarterback. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, we haven't seen Fernando have to read a coverage yet or go to his second read because it's been barbecue chicken. And I don't think Miami's defense is barbecue chicken. I think that Ole Miss's tempo changes the pendulum 100%, which is why that was a nail biter because, I mean, you can't create pressure when the defensive line is huffing and puffing. Like, this is not possible. So, Indiana's a better football team, but I think with a couple of factors, man, we're gonna see Miami and Carson Beck. We're gonna have to start talking about Carson Beck too, because the game he played Saturday, if he's not the number 2 quarterback
up there
draft, I don't know who will.
I think the only thing might holding him back might be his age.
Yeah, bro. Carson Beck definitely had a legacy drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They said Tony was what they said he was 14 his freshman year in college, or 13, something like that. I said,
12,
oh my God.
12 or something like that. I think. Yeah, I think this game is gonna be one on each team's strength. Like you mentioned, P. Indiana's strength is the trenches, the run game, and the defense. Miami's strength is their pass rush. Their pass rush, and that's where their star players is, a la Bain and the rest of that D line. So I think that also apparently, Miami has the highest pass block grade. So Carson Beck should be protected, hence why his season career, quote unquote, has turned around. That makes a lot of sense. And like you mentioned, the weapons that Miami does have. So I think this game is going to be won on each team's strength. Um, it makes a lot more sense that I favor Miami's strengths as far as their pass rush, being able to disrupt the game versus the run, Indiana's run defense disrupting the game. Because then you're looking at a situation where we just seen Carson Beck. He's seasoned, he's aged. You know what I'm saying? He done seen it all in the college football landscape. We seen him step up last week against Ole Miss, put the legacy drive up there. That's a big confidence boost going into the national championship game, which they're probably going to have to lean on him a little more, to win the game than they have, the previous couple weeks. So I like Miami's strengths versus Indiana's strengths, and that's why I would favor them over that game in that game. Carson Beck, he's definitely. I think his age is hindering him on draft boards for sure. But I mean, like, we comparing, like, I think everybody's in this draft is a backup quarterback. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there might be some development pieces, but I think everybody's a backup quarterback except for Mendoza. So it'll be interesting to see. I know we didn't really talk much about Ole Miss. Chambliss and them. Like I said, they've been putting up fights. If he does decide to come out, he might as well. He's had a great postseason. For him to come from D2 ball to be hooping like this, man, I think that's very commendable by that team. So was Ole Miss season a success? Did they have a successful season?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Saddest part is, I mean, half those players might not be back. That's really messed up.
Shop open, man. Yeah. I think they definitely had a successful season. Most wins they had in a while. Last SEC team standing. And then to win them a bowl game as well, losing the coach in the dramatic fashion they did. Very commendable, man. What about Oregon? Did Oregon have a successful season?
They had an Oregon season. That's what they had.
I agree with that.
Had an Oregon season.
I agree with that.
Hype during the regular season, living up to the hype, come to the playoffs, fold every time.
Yeah. If their uniforms was any worse, but they get TV time, bro. Because we fall for it every year.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
But hey, they do put some great pros out there. So shout out, keep doing that.
Yeah. Is Dante Moore? Dante Moore said he's not, because Stephen A said something about him coming out to go to the Jets, and he was like, "I'd rather go back to Oregon than go to the Jets." What? Oregon just got a big commit today. They got Dylan Raiola in the transfer portal. So I don't know what's going to happen with Oregon next season, or at quarterback room, or if he's going to leave or not, or I don't know, bro.
Do you want to fight against Baby Mahomes to get a starting spot, or do you want to start and play against Patrick Mahomes? I mean, hey, you make the choice. I'd rather go get that extra $10 million a year, because I think what they get, like 12 mil, 13 mil a year.
The last
first round, first 3 picks.
And the Jets is the second
as a quarterback.
And he'll be the second pick, so he's going to get the bread because Jets has number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Justin Fields' fall got to be studied, bro. Like
Jets, I mean that.
Golly.
I can create an excuse for him because, like, for that team,
keep going to the wrong places.
Valid,
bro. The team didn't catch not one interception all year. There's clearly bad leadership in place. How do you not catch one pick all season?
Barbecue picking alert.
That's not. That's the.
Hey, that's a history book though. That's the NFL first.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Whenever you can make history, man, it's meant to be. You know what I mean? Celebrate it, bro.
Man, I think Coach Wilkes defensive coordinator too. Man, you hate to see it. But yeah.
No, you
Two of them.
You sure?
No,
You sure? Let's Google it right quick.
Two of them. That's crazy.
Who's the Jets defensive coordinator?
It's Coach Wilkes, bro.
Oh my.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
Well, it say he got fired mid-season, so.
All right, cool.
It ain't all his
He could have
fault.
turned back.
0.5.
It ain't all his fault, man. That's sorry, man. So, let's see. College football championship will be on Monday. How y'all feel about the college football championship being played on Monday? I think.
It's always been on Monday because I remember I was always going to go to bed for it.
Talk about it.
I can never finish it. Like I get a couple of kickoffs and it's bedtime. But
we college ball play football on Saturday all season. Then they move the championship to Monday. I don't know. I feel like
smartfully so. They moved the games this week to Thursday and Friday.
Well, it's because of New Year's. You know, they play the games on New Year's. That's the only reason why. So it moves with New Year's.
No,
my fault.
last week,
it was because of the NFL playoffs. Yeah.
I don't know.
NFL playoffs. That's why they moved it. They smart.
Yeah.
It wouldn't feel right to watch it on Saturday and then have to go to church. Me personally.
I guess.
I don't know.
Everybody played their championship games on Monday except for the NFL. NFL, you know, they stick to Sundays, but that's all right. We call round on that. You know, make sure y'all ain't got any more hot takes for the championship game, any more news or nothing like that.
I want to watch a good game. I don't want to see no blowout. Please.
Yeah, if it's a blowout, I'm gonna be very upset with the way it goes.
Yeah. Please give us a good
I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think Indiana just hasn't seen comp. Like Alabama was not in a good football state when they played. But Oregon, they already played them once. Like I think Indiana just hasn't. They've gotten a number one seed schedule. Yeah, I think it should be a good game against Miami. And no, it's not.
Comp?
Huh?
You saying in the playoffs, or you just saying in general?
In the playoffs.
Okay.
In the playoffs, yeah. But Miami does have home field advantage, whether it's the screen's not going to be shaking and routes aren't going to be squiggly, but they have an advantage being at home. So I think it should be a good game. I got Miami. Let's go 27-21. We're going to roll with that. I got any score predictions?
I got Fernando Mendoza trying to lead the team to a tie or a game-winning field goal drive. Field goal, 56, 54-yarder to the left.
Yikes.
Indiana, 28-14.
That's good ball, man. Smooth, man. We call round on that, man, because the NFL playoffs has commenced. We start with power rankings. We're gonna rank the teams remaining. You know, same order. What was it 8 teams left? So we'll rank the remaining. This will be the divisional round rankings. P, you go ahead and start us off.
Number 1 team, Seattle Seahawks.
Eric.
Number 2 team. I can do what I want. Let me jump this team up here. Nah, let me keep Denver, number 2.
All right. At number 3, I am going to put who's left? Number 3, I'm gonna just move. Oh, they did play. Who did they play? I'm putting the 49ers at 3.
What? You know what? Preston, go ahead.
It just makes my pick easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead, Preston.
At number 4, Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me Patriots.
Yeah. Patriots at 5. And then we have to go. Wow. Patriots at 5, so it's 3 teams left.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be 2?
Yeah, I'm only counting 2. Bills, Rams.
Yeah, it
and
should be
Bears.
2 teams left.
Oh, Bills, Rams, Bears. Oh, okay.
Oh, Bills.
Yeah.
Bills, Rams, Bears. I'll put. I'll put. Let's just move. Oh wow. Okay. I'll go. It don't matter, bro. I'll go Rams at 6. It don't matter.
Bills at 7.
Whoa! And so Eric, that leaves the Bears at 8.
Bears at 8.
Bears the worst team in the playoffs?
Left.
I ain't gonna lie. It's either them or the team they playing.
The Rams?
Yeah. If we just going off.
Do you need the floor, Eric? You need the floor?
All right, yeah. Let me pick those. All right, I appreciate you. I was born lightning struck. But for real, bro. I just want to say, bro, shout out to the Panthers. Anybody who was in the city Saturday night, it was a beautiful thing, bro. A beautiful day. All day, all I seen was black and blue. Black and blue. Black and blue. Black and blue.
No 12.
Game time, no 12. Well, 12 was there too, but you know what? Throwing me off track. Stop it. All right. Black and blue, bro. Seeing the city, bro, hearing all the hypeness, being able to hear everybody outside, every touchdown, every first down, the stadium being lit, going crazy. The loudest it ever been since the NFC Championship game, since we held it there.
Yeah.
Bro, we're heading in the right direction, bro. It's almost made me shed a tear, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I think
It was, and then the game itself was so blockbuster. I couldn't even be mad at the end of the game. I just said, you know what, boys? Oh, I'm about to do it. Okay, we get copyright if I play something off TikTok.
man, why not? Ain't nobody on the live anyway.
Oh,
That's how I felt. It was, bro, the players did everything they could. You play prevent defense. When has that ever worked? You're playing 15 to 10 yards off of Matthew Stafford. He didn't even have to go through his reads. He turned, look, throw. You play prevent the whole last time the defense was on the field with your star cornerback out on a concussion the drive before. You're gonna play prevent defense?
yeah.
When our middle is already weak? And I seen that he had an interview with Atlanta for the head coaching job. Conspiracy, maybe, brother?
I will say I thought y'all had the game in the bag, but the moment I saw JC go to that blue tent, it was over.
Yeah.
I said, "Yep, there it is." Because they literally, who did they score on? Was it Dante Jackson?
No.
he's
First
a
off, we don't
Pittsburgh.
have Dante Jackson no
He's a
more. He's
Pittsburgh.
been gone for 2 years. They scored on Nick Scott, our safety.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say they started. Matthew Stafford started plugging. I'm like,
bro.
He was waiting for JC Horn to get off the field. Like,
No cap. He said, "I can breathe."
yeah, that definitely was a momentum killer. It was a good game though.
That was a great game.
It was. I mean, Panthers did what they did supposed to do. They put up 30 points. Panthers definitely should have won the game. Defense coordinator definitely got a call from somebody in the office or something. Because that was atrocious. They played prevent defense with like a minute 40. They had all their timeouts.
Yeah.
You don't.
And they had to draw down the field. They had to go what 70?
Yeah, they had to go the whole field. They needed a touchdown too, right? So
yeah, because a field goal would have tied it.
No, I thought it was up by 4.
My bad. Yes, because at the end of the game we lost by 3. Yes, they had to score a touchdown regardless.
Yeah, so to play prevent defense on Matthew Stafford, the MVP, and Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, that was disgusting. They got down the field in 3 throws.
And after the second one, what made you not say, "Hey, maybe I should get out of this"? Like no cap, like maybe this isn't working.
That was nothing. I mean, he's nothing for that. That's the fireball thing.
If you're in the club and you're hollering at girls, and you keep using the same line, I like to go to this shop at the mall. If it's not working, why are we still shooting that shot?
You're the best.
Let's do something else, okay? That's how I feel.
Hey man, when you under that satanic influence, bro, you surprised how foolish you get.
They had a shot on the side or something. Oh. But I mean, AC Horn went out like third quarter or something like that.
No, he went out like
the last few drops.
Yeah, it was like they had drop before that.
They had got to stop without him, and Mike Jackson was playing out of his mind.
No,
best game I didn't see him play.
I told you, Mike Jackson played so good. This year against Matthew Stafford. I don't think Matthew Stafford will ever listen to another one of his songs ever in his life again.
He
like no Chicago, no Thriller, no nothing.
Yeah, Mike Jackson played out of his mind, but it's unfortunate, man. I think that defensive coordinator for the Panthers should be dealt with. And it seems to have tainted y'all's view on the Rams.
I mean, if you know football, the Rams don't have that good of a defense anyway. We like Verse, but their defense is not good statistically.
I mean, 2 of these teams didn't play.
Say that again.
2 of these teams didn't play last week. We didn't move them. I don't know how 49ers was 3, but they definitely performed pretty well. I think Shannon.
They should have been 4.
Texas balled.
They did. And
CJ Stroud was the worst I've ever seen him play, and they won by 20 points.
Are we going there? Are we going to the Texans Chargers? I mean, not the Chargers.
I don't know. It don't matter how we attack this, but I mean,
no, it's just going in order. Bears and Packers was next.
The games, okay.
That was another. Hey, Saturday games, bro. Saturday games were like movies. Saturday games was the perfect kickoff to football.
That was definitely a stressful experience.
Yeah, I don't blame you. We was down by 14 at one point, so I understand where you're coming from, brother. But at least you
I watched the fourth quarter with my contacts out because I told myself I was going to bed every other play.
21-3 at halftime, man. It was looking real ugly. Packers was moving the ball how they wanted to. First 3 drives, 21 straight. Didn't y'all go for it early in the fourth too?
We went for it like 5 times and missed, or 4 or 5 times and missed all of them.
Y'all went for it like in the first or second quarter, in your own territory on like 4-4, didn't get it, and that led to one of the Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Yep.
It was like they call it cardiac bears, you know what I'm saying? But
no, when I tell you I genuinely almost had a heart attack. Like Like I could already, for different reasons, I could already feel my heart beating out of my chest.
Go.
The game did not help, but I didn't sweat until I started seeing them cough up the ball for us to get a turnover, and we didn't want it. That's when that's when I started stressing. I'm like, we don't want to win today. It was giving the game away. The Packers really gave us the game.
Yeah.
So we saw flashes of good ball in the last 6 minutes or so, but I don't know. That's not sustainable to win in any other games. Definitely got to play better.
I mean, this has been the Bears' identity at this point. Comeback kings, and that's what y'all did this past fourth quarter. I mean, and Caleb Williams showed why he's the first round. He was the number one pick in the draft. I mean, that fourth down conversion. What are we talking about? That's why you draft a player number one overall. Yeah, that's a throw that you're not going to get coming out of this draft. That's a throw that you draft to change your franchise. That's how you use a number one draft pick. Now, granted, yes, I will admit I have been critical of Caleb Williams' play. He still deserves the criticism. We need that consistently. We need those highs consistently. That's all I'm saying. But when the highs is there and he pulling the highs out at the right point, that's all right. I mean, down 11 points, 5 minutes left in the fourth. That fourth down throw was
make or break.
And the difficulty, the level of difficulty of the throw, rolling to the left, everything. And then I don't know if y'all seen the angle from the backfield, but it was a throw that really wasn't there. He had to create it in the air, and he threw it over Luther Burden's head so he could separate from they was running parallel, and Luther Burden could attack upwards to create some separation. Crazy throw nonetheless, bro. And yeah, that's why you do it. And the Bears have a guy. They have their guy. They have their coach. They have their guy. Bears are in position regardless of what happens this week. Chicago Bears should be. Then their fans, organization should be, very proud of where they are. Shout out to the Panthers, for spotting them.
I think the Bears have the best matchup. This is the matchup they should have won it.
Yeah, I agree.
They can beat the Rams.
I think we could beat whoever was going to play next round.
No, I wasn't beating the 49ers.
No, we couldn't have played them.
The Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles.
Yeah.
And granted, to Eric's point though, when you look at who the Rams are, you look at who the Bears are, it's a match made in heaven for them. Rams is a team that get up and stop scoring. Bears is a team that pick it up in the second half.
It's the best matchup.
It's the best thing they could ask for. So I do agree, man. The Bears are in a prime position. They got the matchup they wanted out of the playoffs. Outside, I mean, maybe the Panthers, but I think they got the best position. The Packers, however, man, very disappointed by them. To only score 6 points in the second half, and now we're looking. Now that they're pointing fingers at Matt LaFleur. We have this. What's it called? Our generation. We're in a society that loves instant gratification. I think Matt LaFleur has done a decent job with what he's done. Yeah. And you got to look at all the injuries they had. You know what I'm saying? Their best defensive players injured. Josh Jacobs was out there banged up.
People was out there falling left and right, bro. It was.
Yeah. Tucker Kraft was injured. All of that.
And Kyler Gordon, bro, I don't know if you'll see this ever, but I promise you, commend you for trying to play. But it is so prideful if you decide to suit up Sunday that the Lord might strike you down. It's clear you're hurt, and you were getting barbecued all night, slow rotisserie chicken. And if your ass isn't already burnt enough, please do not play. Please do not play next week. You're not healthy. Humble yourself. Cheer on the team, bro. It's getting barbecued so bad. But yeah, Matt LaFleur has done a great job. Shout out to the Packers, man. Great team.
And Jalen Johnson, he back too, right?
Yeah, he was getting barbecue too. We paid him.
He's not in he's not in game shape.
Yeah.
But no. The Bear. This is the problem with the Bears, bro. We don't have speed on defense, and we don't have consistency on offense, bro. We could not keep up with the Packers receivers all year. Any deep shot was barbecue chicken, unless it was an obvious passing time, unless it was an obvious deep pass situation. But we don't have man corners. We never had them. We haven't had them. I don't even think Carl Tillman was a. You know what I mean? I don't even think he was a man corner. Kyle Fuller, when he was all pro, wasn't no man corner. That's just not our game. So it made sense that it was getting barbecue like that, but it was just looking a little too crazy.
And then it's how y'all feel about the Packers offense, other than Josh Jacobs? But we know Kraft been hurt most of the season now. I feel like their wide receivers, they just got track stars, bro. I don't feel like they have guys. They just have a bunch of runners.
I think.
Would you take any of them players off and put them as a number one at any other team?
I would take them off so I don't got to play them twice a year.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have speed out there. Granted, why you're saying they're getting burnt, but between Matthew Golden, let's not forget he ran a 4.31 in the 40. Christian Watson, Speedster as well. No, they're not X factor receivers, but I think Matthew Golden definitely can be good. He's shown that he can be good. It's just him and Jordan Love ain't clicking up. They're not connecting right now. So maybe with a better connection, that might improve. But I think Matthew Golden should be a staple piece in their offense alongside a healthy Tucker Kraft and a healthy Josh Jacobs. But their receivers come third after them too.
Yeah.
And I also think Josh Jacobs is a workhorse, so you don't really need that much at receiver to make it over the hump, honestly.
And then let's not forget when he's out the game, you still got Emmanuel.
And he didn't get touches, and they should have been running the ball at the end of the game. But whatever. Packers gave game away. Shout out to the Bears. Caleb Wilson, not Caleb Wilson. Caleb Williams locked in with me, man. Luther Burden, dog. Colston Loveland, best player on our team. No joke. I did not want him. I did not want him. And he's the best player on our team. He was the only one that was consistent all night. Everybody else was picking and choosing when it was coming off the sideline. It's this is it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was our Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Anything is abundance. No, for real. I'm serious. I was content last week. I've been content all year. I didn't believe.
Didn't Loveland lead everybody in receiving yards this week?
Possibly. I mean, it looks like it. I mean, he definitely Caleb Williams' favorite target because he don't drop the ball. He don't drop the ball, bro. But the Bears don't win another game, bro. This is a successful year. Ben Johnson beat Matt
LaFleur.
Beat him twice. You know what I'm saying?
The handshake.
I can't remember the last time we beat. We can't remember the last time we beat Packers twice. And also, the last time we won a playoff game was in 2011. Hello. Success.
And they get the host.
Nothing else. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember Matthew Stafford. So, I just go ahead and you got it.
If you don't know, now you know.
I remember Matthew Stafford.
It's Chicago. But yeah, so what Eric, to your point, what can the Packers do to improve next season?
I think they need to focus on defense. Just get more key pieces on defense so comebacks can stop happening. Because you can score the points. They put up enough points, but let's work on the other side of the ball to stop allowing points. I mean, you got Parsons. He got hurt, so we know that's a big factor. Even if he's not getting sacked, he's always getting pressures. Well, it was playoff time. He probably wouldn't have shown up. But anyways, I think you need to go out there and get a true number one corner. Everybody need a number one corner.
Yeah, they have
You need to go out there and get a true number one corner like Jair, who can play man when need to, but can also play zone. Elite.
I
That's
agree
what you need.
because they
Um,
ain't got no guys over there for real.
no, and get another good free agent safety to like fill in. No, we need a free or strong.
You
One
need
of
to
the
see this
safeties.
Gardner Johnson type of guy over there, man.
Yeah, facts.
And it's clear we miss him. So I hope he plays next week because we look disgusting.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't last year Xavier McKinney lead the league in interceptions?
That's why I didn't know which safety they needed. They needed another safety. I didn't say they need 2 new safeties.
He only got 2 picks this year, but Xavier McKinney, he definitely a piece back there. But yeah, it is 2 safeties. I do agree they need to adjust their defensive backs as well. They need to develop. I think they need to, like you say, get a cornerstone DB. Once their front 7 gets healthy, and then also I think they need to prioritize Jordan, like I mentioned earlier, Jordan Love and Matthew Golden's connection, because Matthew Golden has shown flashes. Like he gets open. Whether it's deep, he showed he can stretch the field. That was a nice touchdown he had for it to be his first touchdown. That was a nice touchdown he had against the Bears, catching the screen out the backfield, or the short route, whichever it was. So I think they need to hone in and actually make him their number 1 receiver, and then also address their DBs on the opposite end. I forgot to
Because if
add.
I'm not mistaken, statistically, Matthew Golden is like he gets open on his routes like top 3%, top
Yeah.
1%.
Yeah, at one point in the season, he had the highest separation score among all receivers. He just the ball wasn't there for him. So, yeah, they need to work on that. I forgot to ask, what about the Panthers? What can the Panthers do to build upon this season? What do y'all have for them?
Pass rusher. He had all day to throw. Our number 1 issue we need to fix is pass rusher. I don't care about nothing else right now. Pass rusher, then you work on your linebackers. That's what we need to do. Pass rusher, linebackers, because we got good DBs other than Nick Scott, who've been killing us all year. We should have put our boy from Ohio State in
He played a little bit.
a little bit. But you do that, your DBs look even better because they don't have to.
Lightning's in the chat.
They don't have to follow a wide receiver for 12 seconds. Do you know how long 12 seconds is in the NFL? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi throw.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should prioritize the linebacker. I mean, the linebacker's always been a sweet spot for Carolina. Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis,
John Beeson, don't forget about him.
John Beeson. Yeah, I think that's always been the sweet spot for the Panthers. And like you said, I think the DBs for the Panthers is good. At the bare minimum, you at least have Derek Brown on your D line. You know what I'm saying? We can argue he got snubbed for some awards, but nonetheless.
No, ain't no argument. He did.
Nonetheless.
You need to prioritize the offensive line.
No, and I don't agree with that.
No, the offensive line's not bad.
I think that's I've heard that for the Panthers for so long, and I think that's a lazy argument.
Or maybe it's O-line coach.
They have prioritized their offensive line.
The O-line's not bad.
The Panthers have spent, like, last offseason, they spent the most money on their offensive line. I don't think that's not.
And it improved in Bryce Young. Progress has shown that O-line has improved. Icky got hurt within the first quarter.
Who?
He tore his ACL.
Oh, yeah, you lost Icky, and then Robert Hunt. That was his first game back or something?
First game back, Robert Hunt straight off of IR.
Yeah.
He played solid. So, I mean, no, it's not. The O-line's not the issue.
Yeah, I agree.
If anything on offense we need to fix, we need to go get a tight end. And then and we need to go get one of those receivers from Green Bay that just likes to run all day. That's what we need.
I saw somebody say that the Panthers need a true number 2 wide receiver who can stretch the field. But it's like how
Isn't
impactful
that what Xavier Leggett was supposed to do?
Xavier Leggett. He's cooked. He's cooked.
You want me to tell you the truth about Xavier Leggett?
Oh,
I'll tell the truth about Xavier Leggett. People expect him to come in and be good right away. It took him 5 years at the University of South Carolina to become a guy. Why the hell did we expect him to come in the NFL right away and become that guy? Maybe 3-4 years down the line, he'll be a good number 2 or number 3 for somebody else. But right now, I need to be Coker,
And
Ted McMillan, and what's our boy from Colorado?
Jimmy Horn.
Jimmy Horn he dropped the pass, yes, but Jimmy Horn has came clutch in fourth down plays all year. Fourth and third down plays that we needed all year. Give him some more burn. Yeah. Give him some more off season. Get bigger, stronger, whatever you need him to do. He will be a good slot wide receiver.
Yeah. People blame Jimmy Horn. Yeah, touch your hand supposed to catch it. Bryce Young did throw him a trick ball, so I'm not gonna place too much blame on him. But yeah, I think a tight end would be more beneficial for the Panthers because that offense and Bryce Young doesn't really attack deep. So I think a tight end would be better for the intermediate game for them. Sunday's games, we had start off the Sunday slate, Jacksonville and Buffalo. What a great game, man. Josh Allen gets it done. Josh Allen saves the day, man. It seems like, and that's how it's going to have to be, Josh Allen, I can't remember when he made that throw, but it was the throw of the game.
Brandon Cooks?
Yeah, that 40-yard bomb with whoever was in his face. Josh Allen doing what Josh Allen was supposed to do and is going to have to do throughout this playoff run. I'm not surprised at this win. I don't even know why I think I picked Jaguars to win and pick them. I don't know why. I don't know what the Jaguars even do well. I just know it was hot. Man, Josh Allen has started his playoff run. It's just him, Drake May, Bo Nix, and CJ Stroud left.
It's like, go ahead, person.
I'm going to say he looks like the best quarterback in the playoffs right now. I said Matthew Stafford was, but after what he did against Carolina and what Josh Allen just did, hey, I apologize. I was wrong.
3 touchdowns.
Bro, it's like Josh Allen, bro. It's like in the playoffs, you don't have to play spectacular, but it's like he doesn't make mistakes, and that's the problem. It's like he do everything right to be in position to win. And it's like Jacksonville I think Jacksonville should have won that game. But now, and he played Denver next. I actually expect him to beat Denver. I actually expect that.
That's gonna be a dunk. Hey, tough. I think it's gonna be a great game.
Beat Denver.
Yeah. He the better quarterback, bro. You can't.
8 years.
What happened?
Like you gotta, you need a quarterback in today's day to make that third down throw, bro. Like we seen a lot of third down, fourth down throws made on Saturday and Sunday that changed the momentum of the game. And for Josh Allen, it was the pass to Brandon Cooks, and kept the drive going. And I agree with you that he doesn't make mistakes in the playoffs. I think it's more so like he cuts the gambling out. Josh Allen, he's very aggressive, in the regular season. He tones that down, man, and he's dialed in. And he makes the reads the way he's drawing up, and his athleticism is just something that naturally comes out when necessary. But
and shout out to the tush push that got him from 4th and 1 to a touchdown from the what was it?
It was the 11-yard line to the
11-yard line.
It was a 10-yard.
Bro, blow the whistle. Did they not blow the whistle? It sound like too short out here.
Bro, they was on the 11-yard line, went to the 1. And that honestly was the play of the game because it messed up Jacksonville's timeouts. The coach got the fumbling with the timeouts. Tony Romo was on the broadcast talking about I think Jacksonville has to use the timeout here. But no, it was I don't know how to say, but it was before that first down. But nonetheless, I definitely think the Jacksonville had a successful season, but I think the coach fumbling the timeouts in that last 2-minute warning was definitely very tricky. I think they used the timeouts a little too early. They used the first one. It was on 3rd and 4. I think they should have waited, to maybe 4th down at least to call a timeout. But nonetheless, shout out Josh Allen. I mean, he just did what Josh Allen was supposed to do and won the game. Tre'Davious White looked like he turned back the clock to pre-injury, forcing that pick.
Yeah. Mind you, when he was playing with the
bro.
It was like, what you doing in February?
I know I'm probably shouldn't say this, but when I see him catch the pick, I said, "Grandpa's still on the field?" I said, "Nah." That was crazy. He did what like you said, he did what he had to do. I know his hamstring hurt like a motherfucker right now, though.
It's funny because I think it was the drive before that. Jacoby Myers and Trey White was going at each other, talking a little smack. Game-winning pick on Jacoby Myers' head. Did they even call Brian Thomas Jr.'s name? Talk about a sophomore.
No, he made some catches.
Talk about a sophomore slump. Well, what can the Jaguars do to improve upon this season? Where do they go from here?
I feel like their offense is straight. You got Jacoby Myers and you got your number 2 in not PJ Washington.
Parker.
What's his name?
Parker
Washington as your number 2. What?
They was missing 2 players, a wide receiver and a corner.
Well, Mr. De'Ami Brown is on a healthy scratch, if I'm not mistaken.
No. I mean, they was missing their number 2 pick and Travis Hunter as well.
Oh,
facts. Yeah. So
they
got better.
My mama brought that name up, and I was like, "What? That's crazy." Facts.
I think the immersion of Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers trade, and you still having Robinson on your roster, I think you start forcing Travis Hunter to play strictly defense now.
Robinson.
Brian Thomas. I said Washington. My bad. Brian Thomas on your roster.
Oh, okay. So Brian Thomas, Brown. Parker Washington, De'Ami Brown. Okay.
I think and Brian Thomas and all them and Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers still got another year? Jacoby Myers got another year?
Jacoby, yeah. No. I think he should be in contract talks this year because that's why the Raiders traded him.
Okay. If he stays, Travis Hunter, it was fun. You did it 1 year. You could tell your kids that you play both sides. It's time to focus on defense.
I will say they would have loved him on that deep ball.
Yeah.
Because Travis Hunter is a good corner when he's dialed in.
Ball hawk, all of that. Yeah. He's just a ball hawk at heart. Like that's the best way to describe him. So yeah, man. I think Jacksonville's in a great position. That Jacoby Myers trade might have been, the most valuable move for them this offseason. I mean, this season. Because ever since they got him, I don't think he lost a game. Well, he might have lost 1 game in the regular season to the Texans. But other than that, that Jacoby Myers move was huge. They got to figure out what Brian Thomas is going to be because he looked better with Mac Jones than he does with Trevor Lawrence.
But they probably just don't have no connection for some reason, bro.
Exactly, bro. Mac Jones, he might be, but nonetheless. But Jacoby Myers being there, Parker Washington emerges. I think their wide receiver core is, very good, regardless of how BTJ plays out. And then Travis Hunter has to get healthy for them. I think that's probably going to be the big thing for him because he was a number 2 draft pick. I think they got rid of their first round pick for this draft to get him.
Mm-hmm.
So Travis Hunter got to get healthy, really, for real. Because Jordan Lewis, man, shout out Jordan Lewis, man, he definitely helped bolster up that defense.
Where was Evan Ingram at?
He's in Broncos. He's in Denver.
Yeah, he's not there no more.
He in Denver.
Am I deceiving me?
They got Britton Strange now?
Guys, I was reading the menu. Not menu. I was reading the schedule wrong.
That boy's reading the menu.
Go.
Crazy. But I don't know if you asked it, but you probably about to. I think was Walker hurt this year?
Who?
Walker, the number one overall, not overall pick, but the number 1 pick they had, what, 3 years ago now? DN?
Oh, Trayvon Walker? Is it Trayvon Walker?
Yeah.
Walker. Yeah.
Trayvon. Nah, he not hurt. He just didn't pan out to be a number 1 pick. He's still solid, but he just not what they thought he was.
I think they have the same issues we have as the Panthers. They need a pass rusher too. Nobody touched double digits. One person had 8 sacks, I think. This is pretty solid, pretty good. I can't remember who it is on their team, but I feel like they need a pass rusher and just discipline.
Yeah.
Pass rusher and discipline would be their best. I think they got it on offense.
I think they got the right coach.
Yes.
Fortunately, black coaches who first years are not panning out, but
Josh Allen had the 8 sacks. Josh Allen had 8 sacks.
yeah, they gonna be all right in Jacksonville.
Josh Hines Allen.
Hines Allen, yeah. Josh Hines.
But yeah,
We get to the next game.
No facts.
and 49ers. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. 49ers take down the Eagles. I mean, it was a very on schedule game for the Eagles. It looked like the Eagles looked all season. They go up by a little bit, not like the Rams who go up a lot. They go up by a little bit, and defense typically holds on. But you ran into a 49ers team that is a lot better than, offense, who is a lot better than what you've been getting away with that against. Greg Jennings makes probably the throw of the game for them. Jawan Jennings and McCaffrey. I mean, he's just good. That boy good. That boy nice. That's 2 players right there, 2 running back / receiver. But yeah, go ahead and just get at it. How you want to get at it? Whether is the Eagles' downfall or the 49ers just execute it, however you see fit.
Eric,
I feel like the Eagles did the best thing they could today. They fired that OC. Shout out to them. And let me give it to this. AJ Brown, if you want to read books on the sideline, put your head down, and do all that stuff, you need to catch the ball, brother. Catch the ball. That's all you got to do. Catch the ball. But I feel like the Eagles this year, they just underperform, bro. They have too much of a roster to be doing what they're doing, bro. And then Jalen Hurts played horrible this year. I don't think any of us will disagree with that. For you to leave the Super Bowl out battling Patrick Mahomes and looking great in the Super Bowl to go into this, no, I'm not going to say nothing because I went OD. You just need to find what happened. You need to change that aspect in your life. Maybe it was the OC this whole time. So hopefully you look good. Maybe it's something else in your life. Let that go. But other than that, the defense ain't as bad as y'all trying to make it look. The defense is solid. Defense straight.
No. Absolutely. The defense has did its thing this season. They have been asked to do a lot this year. Yeah. But before we get there, I think there's this thing called common denominators. We learned this very early on. There's a called the common denominator, and the blame has been placed on Kevin Patullo. Sure, I agree. Play calling was trash all season. But let's ask ourselves, why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Now, I can't take any credit for this. I can't remember who said it. They was talking on the Shady and them podcast.
And that's your problem. You're finna quote LaShawn McCoy.
No, it's not LaShawn McCoy. It was whoever was on there. He was like, they run a basic offense, because that's what Jalen Hurts likes. And when they called that timeout before that fourth down call, I don't know if if we are going to ignore the fact. Now, granted, I wasn't there, but the Sky Drone was all in the Eagles huddle. It was Nick Sirianni, it was Kevin Patullo, it was Jalen Hurts, and whoever the backup quarterback is. It was them four conversing on the sideline about that fourth down play when they called four verts with a dig by the tight end. Terrible play call. I agree. But I think that's the problem. Like, Kevin Patullo is not completely to blame. Jalen Hurts deserves blame for the offense looking the way it does too. He deserves blame as well, because why is the offense has to be so bad? Like, why are we calling up these trash plays? What, like the TikTok says, Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle.
Think about people.
Exactly. Like, Jalen Hurts deserves this blame, bro. Since he's been in college, bro, he's what? He's our age. What? He's about 27. Since he's been in college, he's had 11 different offensive coordinators, 11 different play callers. Common denominator is Jalen Hurts here. It is not all the offensive coordinator's fault. Jalen Hurts sat in that huddle and he called that fourth down play. He called that play. But y'all gonna place the blame on Kevin Patullo. When Jalen Hurts called the play, if y'all was watching the TV, Jalen Hurts called the play. Four verts, two streaks on the side, tight end running the inside dig.
How do you know he called that play?
It is not all Kevin Patullo.
How do you know he called that play?
It is not all.
I'm a common factor and good at math. Something ain't right. Adolescence out now. He's the common factor.
But it's like, how do you know he called that play?
Here's why.
Because first off, his helmet's hot. His helmet's hot. He can communicate with the offensive coordinator.
Here's my spiel on it.
Okay, I found this on the web for here's my spelling it. Check it out.
Bro, I don't know why Siri likes to do that to me. Before I cook, I rebuke it. But before I do my spiel, I would like
Chris Brown.
I would like to read Mark chapter 6, verse 11 in the Message version. The same version that AJ Brown used when he was telling us that somebody on this offense is buns. You are not. If you are not welcome, not listen to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way.
Go.
AJ Brown the whole year was like, Jalen Hurts his buns. He was saying it, and he was trying to be cool. All year, he told the whole world, Jalen Hurts his buns. Like, I've never seen anybody try to formulate their words. Like, there's a reason why he didn't do the player meeting with Saquon and Jalen. The coaches wasn't there. Why would you not get up with your quarterback? Because Jalen Hurts his buns. And why? And the reason why Brando is saying like Jalen Hurts called that play, I thought of something. When Nick Saban told Jalen Hurts to transfer and go learn how to play quarterback, I don't think he was saying that because his skill level wasn't there. It was because so he can learn how to play quarterback from a scope standpoint. When you're at Alabama, bro, and you're dominating, you got an efficient run game, ain't too many defenses that you're going to see. But when you're in Oklahoma, that wasn't Cliff Kingsbury, was it? Is that Cliff Kingsbury at Oklahoma?
No, it was whatchamacallit at USC.
Lincoln Riley?
Yeah, Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. You're going to start getting new looks. You're going to get a chance to scope the field. You're going to get play progression and all that. And the fact that it was always a deep ball when it comes to the route tree all year is because that's probably Jalen Hurts' favorite ball. He's not going to throw nothing he don't like all season. That doesn't even make sense. And I agree with Eric when he was saying like the based on the roster, they underperformed as a team. Defensively, they definitely got better at the end. But when your defense is always on the field, at some point, the teams are going to score. Now, the 49ers should not have been able to win that game from the moment that George Kittle got hurt. Should not have had a chance to. They should not have had a chance to win that football game. But what you see is out-coached, out-willed, and a team that actually is playing together versus a wide receiver who is out of the game. So when it's time for him to catch the ball, he like, oh, he threw it to me. Oh, snap. I forgot. I was on the field.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts' buns, according to the message translation.
Nah.
That's what AJ Brown was trying to say all year, and we didn't. And now, because they fired Kevin Patullo, what we're seeing is that they don't want to take the cap hit. So now we're going to get a whole nother year of AJ Brown saying Jalen Hurts' buns in another version. Like, bro, it's comedy because like you couldn't have called it better than a lot of people were saying early on, and the Eagles fans were the only people that were still delusional.
Bro,
But give him another offensive coordinator, bro.
That's what he been doing. But they've been doing that all his whole career.
And that's the problem, inconsistent. I think the first 2 years AJ Brown was in Philly, they had the same offensive coordinator, right? We had 1,400 yards back to back. No complaints.
Was that Kellen Moore?
No, Kellen Moore was there for 1 year.
Yeah, Kellen Moore was there last year, right?
Yeah, when they won the Super Bowl.
So that's
Yeah,
different.
he was there last year.
That's a different offensive coordinator every year.
And he wasn't complaining when he was getting the 1,400 yards when Jalen Hurts was giving the ball like that. I feel like this offensive coordinator really killed that whole offense. Not just him. Remember, Saquon Barkley wasn't getting off really neither.
Yeah.
And he was healthy damn near all year.
St. Johnson wasn't, though. I mean, the offensive line also didn't look as jailed as they were last year. But, or without Kelsey, because Kelsey missed that ring. But
AJ Brown's had a new OC as well since he's been there. And I mean, like we said it, like AJ, I mean, I said it, should I say? I said it last year. I think it was after Super Bowl when he first started this rigmarole. He was like, it was a cryptic tweet, but he'd rather produce than win. And nobody want to look into that. Y'all want to be delusional and say it meant something else, cool, whatever. But he rather produce than win. So what?
Market transition is good. If you rather produce than win, I got a team for you. Well, they could trade him to Los Angeles Chargers.
We're gonna get there. Yeah, we can get there because I definitely have a plight now that I know what I know.
Yeah,
you can go to the Los Angeles Chargers.
So now that the Eagles have, I think 49ers definitely play. I don't think we mentioned Shanahan for Coach of the Year. I definitely think he deserved some consideration considering what that team has been through. I mean, McCaffrey being the only healthy person on that offense all season.
Yeah.
Not a receiver, not a tight end, not even Trent Williams, not a quarterback. To go in there, we went 3-0 with Mac Jones or 3-0 with Mac Jones, putting up 300 yards a game.
Crazy.
About Shanahan, bro. Shanahan definitely deserves recognition for Coach of the Year. Considering all the injuries, though, very disappointing outcome for the Eagles to not win that game, even hosting it in Philly. But shout out 49ers, man. It's like every week they have somebody step up. Demarcus Robinson, I mean, he started the game off on fire and really put a fire under that offense and let them know like they could compete. So we'll see who it is for them next week. They'll be playing Seattle. We'll get there. But real quick, what y'all have for Philly? What can they do to improve their season or build upon this season?
I think they started off on the right foot. Fire that OC.
Who should they get as OC? Who's going to be Jalen Hurts friendly?
They can hire Cam Wade at this point. I mean, anybody better. They should get our boy. He'll do a way better job. I promise you can call a better game than that. Trust me, I play fantasy football. he drew us some stuff. Nah, but like dead serious, all seriousness, I think almost any other offensive coordinator
It would be better. It would be. I would hate for the seasons to happen, but let's not forget. I hate the in division and stuff, but Cliff Kingsbury did step down from Washington, and I mean that might be. That's no Lincoln Riley. Yeah, it's not. But still, that might be some Jalen Hurts. They might want to explore for him. I don't know. But yeah, they gotta figure out who gonna just call plays for our offense. I think the defense is in a good position.
And I'm not gonna lie, you need to get somebody that need to earn their stripes in the league, where you're not having to find a new coordinator every year because they leave for a better job.
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
You need some consistency.
There's so many names because there's so many coaches getting fired.
Tomlin stepped down.
The offense coach got fired, but as we mentioned, would that be a Hurts friendly offense considering Tua could barely run it and Tua was called to replace? Woo.
Well, Tua had some blocks.
I think I got CT.
Yeah. That's not
Chargers and Patriots. I think that was the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Eric, you got something to say? I see you cheesing ear to ear.
Before I start off, can you when you clip some, are you able to show a flashback?
Yeah, I can.
Say less. I've been telling y'all for how many years now that Justin Herbert, he's trash. Bro, just call him. He's a loser. He's a loser. Definition of a loser. You put up 0 touchdowns, and this is y'all golden child. This is top 10 quarterback right here. This is y'all top 10 quarterback.
Bro.
Whatever y'all say about Michael Parsons performing in the playoffs, Justin Herbert is 10 times worse. He's good during the regular season, and when it comes to playoff, he's the epitome of shit. I wouldn't want him on my team. I can't build with him. Like I said, he's from the state of Oregon. He can even win Gatorade Player of the Year in Oregon. I don't think it's that hard. Not in football. It can't be that hard. You didn't win nothing when you were at the University of Oregon. It can't be that hard. And then you get to the NFL, you have every opportunity. Your team put up 3 points against a team we've been talking trash about all year. They haven't played nobody. And you go out there and put up 3 points. You need to look inside yourself and just know who you are. You went to an excellent team. You're Phillip Rivers. But Phillip Rivers is even better than that.
Now,
and I see your face. Ain't no more excuses for him, bro.
No.
Joe Burrow, if y'all say anything about the O-line, they said Joe Burrow had one of the shittiest O-lines ever, went to the Super Bowl. There's no excuses for you no more, Justin Herbert. This is year, 7? There's no more excuses for you, bro. There's 0. No offense, no defense. Is you. You put up 0 points. You are trash.
Bro, he looked like he was on a tumbler cycle out there, bro.
Don't care.
Not.
Don't care. Read faster.
He's that off. I mean, you look at Jim Harbaugh, the pro style offense, fullback friendly kind of guy. You kind of need your O-line there. And I noticed a severe decline post Joe Walt.
I'm not saying that they were going to win a playoff game. You know, I'm not saying that you don't have any truth to your sentiments. I'm not saying I completely disagree. I just don't think it was a perfect opportunity for the Chiefs. In a similar situation, if the 49ers would have lost yesterday, I don't think anybody would have missed, or not yesterday. If the 49ers would have lost Sunday, nobody would have been surprised because they were banged up. They had injuries. It just is what it is. They did the best that they could. The Chargers are banged up in areas that they can't afford. They're not as star-studded, and they're not as battle-tested. And I do agree that Justin Herbert still hasn't won a playoff game. So I'm not saying like those aren't total sentiments, but that game was not 100% on Justin Herbert.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest, bro. The same people who say that, and the same people online who was saying, "Well, his O-line wasn't performing. He had to do this. He had to do that," are the same people that try to talk shit about Cam Newton for fumbling the ball, where he didn't even have enough time to get to a back step. That's how bad the O-line was. They want to pick and choose on what players they use where that's okay to use that as an excuse. No, not no more, bro. Not no more, bro. Justin Herbert, you have plenty of opportunity. You are what you are, bro. You should have made something do. If they rushing, get out of it. Bryce Young does it.
Yeah.
And you're top 10. No more excuse for you. You're trash. Definitely when it's the playoff. Regular season, you're okay. You're top 10 regular season. When it comes to the playoffs, I'll put you below anybody. Brock Purdy.
I mean, Brock Purdy been balling, bro. Like the two losses
But he's the worst. But we can admit Brock Purdy, out of all the other quarterbacks, he's the worst one left. Is what I'm saying.
not according to win-loss. The only two games that Brock Purdy has lost in the playoffs is the one that he got injured in and the Super Bowl.
I would definitely my bad. I will definitely take Brock Purdy over Bo Nix. Forgot about Bo Nix. Let me say Bo Nix.
I mean, I definitely think the Chargers have got to tighten up, get an identity, because I mean nobody's afraid of the Chargers. Do I think Justin Herbert deserves any more money? No, I think he has to prove that he was worth paying before they think about extending him again, for sure. But
they should garnish some of his check. They should garnish it.
Garnish is crazy.
They should garnish it, bro. Let's call it what it is, bro.
Oh,
that boy said Justin Herbert. Eric gonna put Justin Herbert on that KD Now Legendary clip. He put up
KD. Don't put KD and Justin Herbert in the same conversation. KD went to a finals when he was like 3 years in the league. That's nothing the same.
Kobe
Like, that's actually disrespectful, and you should slap yourself on the hand for that. I ain't gonna lie.
3-1.
Bad, Brandon. Don't do it again.
Justin Herbert got his foot on the line and put up no buckets. But I mean, I didn't expect him to win. 3 points, very low scoring game. Again, I'm not giving Patriots no credit for that win. Chargers offense has been dog poop for the latter half of the season. I still don't think the Patriots have a good win to their name. I guess holding them to 3 points is cool in the playoffs. Whatever. What can the Chargers do to improve their season next year? I think it starts with getting healthy. Joe Alt, Amari Hampton, he couldn't even play. John Harbaugh took him right out. Then the whole wide receiver carousel thing they did this year. First it was Keenan Allen was wide receiver 1. Then it was Quentin Johnson. Then it was Ladd McConkey. Then you got to figure out, the hierarchy.
Yeah.
What that's going to be. But yeah, I think it starts with them getting healthy on that offensive line.
Yeah, that's real.
Texans and Steelers. Now, there was some discourse here because I jumped the 49ers over the Texans. I mean, it was very characteristic of all the games. There was no points being scored until the fourth quarter. But Texans was a little shaky offensively up until that fourth quarter. And I think one of those touchdowns was a defensive touchdown too. So, did we see Aaron Rodgers play his last game and go out, walk off in the sunset on a pick six in the playoffs?
What better way? What better way? I mean, when you
Mike Tomlin already stepped down.
Good for him, man. I ain't gonna lie.
He was
Good for
getting
him,
fired.
bro.
He was gonna get fired. That's why.
they literally gave him an opportunity to walk away.
Yeah.
How my head look, Mike?
Y'all heard the owner. Y'all heard the owner of the Ravens interview. He they said he stepped down. Wouldn't that be crazy if he come over here, huh?
But
I said that would be kind of crazy if he go to Baltimore. That'd be wild.
Yeah, and John go to Pittsburgh. But with him stepping down, it's better for the organization because now they have anybody who wants him have to trade for him. Like he's not fired.
Yeah.
So I guess the organization get a win there. And Mike Tomlin, I'm pretty sure somebody would trade something for him. It's a lot. There's about 9 coaching vacancies in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be banging his jack for sure.
What is he? Defensive mind, right? Who need a DC?
A DC, he's not going defense corner. He's getting a head coach job.
He's saying we need
true.
defense, like some defense for him.
Hey, Preston, go ahead, say it. You want to say it all year? Go ahead, say it.
Baltimore.
No.
Bro, what?
Think to something else. Go ahead, say it.
Atlanta. I mean, Raheem Morris, they got him up out of there. They definitely got a vacancy, but I think Tomlin needs some.
He
needs to win now, players, man.
I think Atlanta's too incompetent for Mike Tomlin. Not saying Mike Tomlin's much, but I just think
he needs some guys that they almost over the hump.
Bro, if he could go coach Lamar Jackson, bro, and get Lamar Jackson over that hump, that would be like
it will finally put Lamar.
MLK might come back and give a speech. I ain't gonna lie.
The only reason I don't see that happening is because what he said in the middle of the season about Joe Flacco going to the Bengals. Funny enough, it did happen to where 3 coaching vacancies popped up in the AFC North. Funny enough, Zach Taylor's the only one who still has a job in the AFC North, nonetheless.
Kevin Stefanski interview with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have time.
Kevin Stefanski has high regard, bro. He's definitely highly regarded around the league, man. He's considered an offensive kind of guy. I think he just goes to the Giants, bro. Get your white quarterback respectfully and go off into the sunset.
No joke, bro. I mean, it's clear. It's so clear. I would love to. I would just love to see Mike Tomlin in a good spot. I think he's a great coach, and I think it's a hand-in-hand situation where Mike Tomlin might not have been hitting on all P's and Q's every season, but the Steelers also gave him little to nothing to work with in most of those years at quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger was holding on with a burger. Mason Rudolph a couple years. Kenny Pickett. These last 2 years when Aaron Rodgers, like, if we expected Aaron Rodgers to do anything after he went up to that temple, you just don't read your Bible. But, you know, he was easily deceived. And going off on a pick six makes sense. Like, I mean, it's probably part of the deal. What are you doing? Like, are you insane? And he got touched last night. He got effed up.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised he got up a couple of them.
Bro, he was getting hit, bro. Like, oh man, like that's just it definitely wasn't like he's had a Hall of Fame career. That's not a Hall of Fame exit, bro. Like, he dang near got like initiated into retirement. Like, nah, fight back.
Bro, I know I know when he seen that Texas matchup, he was like, "Fuck!"
He was hot, bro.
You already knew, bro.
They messed him up bad.
When
Bro.
Texas did what they need to do. You know, Aaron Rodgers, same way he did with the Browns. He was going to try and play the quick game. Texans took that away from them, and they got to him with rushing the 40 they do, which is crazy, you know. But shout out to the Texans, man. Definitely expected them to win. Now they get a real matchup with the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And the Broncos will be seeing the Bills. Where do the Steelers go from here, though? What can they do to improve next season?
They go into rebuild mode.
They got to start with a coach and probably a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers went to play for Mike Thomas, so actually Aaron Rodgers done. So.
I'll be honest, bro. You start getting younger, bro. They kind of old. You got a wide receiver who can run 2 routes as your number one. You got an injury-prone DN who you should just trade to the Panthers for like a 3rd and 2nd round pick.
Would the Panthers accept him after what he did to that organization?
I mean, yeah. Just ask me. I'll do it for us.
TJ Watt ruined the Panthers organization.
Yeah. But we're back now.
All right.
Nah, he didn't ruin the neglector.
Nah, watch out, yo. He's a sick man. We are not quoting him on this pod, bro. That is a sick man.
Bring over TJ Watt. You know, I mean, we will give you a 2nd or 3rd for him. Jalen Ramsey will ask you wherever you want to finish your career at. You go there. Hey, go to Green Bay. They need a safety.
Bro, I was just about to say
Green
that.
Bay need a safety.
Take the
who else? Who else can we get rid on that defense? Dante Jackson. You want to play slot? Come back home. Is there anybody else worth saving on that team?
Joey Porter Jr. is pretty good.
Minka is not on that team.
Oh, he in Miami?
Yeah, he turned out.
And you said who else?
Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, yeah, they traded.
Joey Porter Jr. He's young. You keep him. We getting rid of these vets, unfortunately.
Cam Hayward got retired.
I could see
Cam Hayward. You're just snugging people of all pro votes. That's all you're doing because you did outperform.
I could see like Brian Dable going there. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers should also. I think they should go get Malik Willis. I think they should go get Malik Willis. I don't know. I see him in a Pittsburgh jersey. So I think that would be a good start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I say go get Brian Dable and go get Malik Willis.
I like that.
Now we got the divisional round coming up. What y'all got for the divisional round? How y'all think things gonna fare out? I think the Patriots, while we in the AFC, Patriots, man, they're going to. This is gonna be their judgment day. This is gonna be their judgment. They're gonna see a real football team.
Yeah.
In the Houston Texans, a real defense. Now that offense is whatever, but they're gonna see a real defense, and this is gonna be the Patriots' judgment day. And it's going to be a real wake-up call. Now, regardless, Patriots have had a successful season. It's going to be a wake-up call for that fan base.
Yeah.
Is Nico Collins playing this game? I know he got hurt. I don't know if he stayed out or not. I can't remember.
Not sure.
I think the Texans will be fine. CJ Stroud had a horrible game. So unless he just doesn't like the cold, I got the Texans winning.
He is a California boy, but he played at Ohio State.
And
Yo,
late in the season, I mean, they lost to Michigan, so
yeah. And then after that, he started playing in domes. So it's like
Hurston. Broncos. We get to see the Broncos and Bills. We already got some spicy takes about that. We expect Josh Allen to win this game.
Yeah. I do.
Let me see. I think this is where the Bills.
Why don't we just fill this out now?
Let me see.
Oh,
Let me see something. I'm trying to see. Has Sean Payton? Nonetheless, I think Broncos should win this game. It's gonna be a very ugly game from the Broncos offense as always, but Broncos hosting the game in the Mile High City. I think that defense is going to carry that team. The defense is going to carry the team there, but it has to go. Yeah, it's going to have to.
Yeah.
But this is a team that has defense that does so well. Like I said, with the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know what they do well, to be quite frank. I know the Broncos defense that is top 2, top 3 at worst in the league. And I expect them to give Josh Allen, a hectic day. So I got Broncos, man. You know what I'm saying? This Bills team is not good. Let's not forget.
Broncos' last L was Jacksonville.
So they lost to the team that the Bills beat.
And Jacksonville put up 34 on them.
8 squared.
Definitely, I'm definitely not a fan of the geometry, but
arithmetic. But
I think Josh A equals B equals C. Algebra.
It's arithmetic.
We're not. No. I got your back, Preston. I remember algebra very clear because they were trying to make me spell in it, and I love math, and that's when I drew the line. Okay, algebra has, okay, and I love numbers, so no, algebra A plus B equals what the shit exactly. Go ahead, Preston.
But if I speak. Go ahead, though.
I do believe that Josh Allen is going to perform. It's his to lose, and I also think Bo Nix off of a bye week might not look as pleasant. Sean Payton also has been off the hook because of the defense, but Sean Payton hasn't looked like New Orleans Saints Sean Payton at all. So I got Bills in this one.
Sean Payton after a bye week, according to AI, is 12-3, and 2-1 in the playoffs. So
my Bo Nix.
Yeah, I know Bo Nix ain't Drew Brees, but hey, man, I ain't never.
Damn, sure not.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be dang if I'd be dang if I don't gotta wipe my glasses sometimes though. But Seahawks and 49ers. How y'all feeling about this one?
Seahawks, bro.
I got
this might be the most clear game of the week for me.
I disagree.
Because it's
because that Seattle defense, bro. That Seattle defense, bro. Like I said, they could go play man all game. Tell me another defense that could do that.
Are you saying that the 49ers just didn't capitalize in the last game?
Who are you asking me?
Yeah, because you disagreed.
The Seahawks have always just struggled against the 49ers. They split this year, granted. Cool. They did lose George Kittle, though. I just see the Seahawks. Yes, Sam Darnold, bro. That is a huge factor, obviously, though. On the road, like Sam Darnold is a huge factor. You see him in the playoff games. I mean, these big moments. It's a chance for him to right the ship. Quite frankly, he might be under more pressure than Josh Allen.
No, I don't think no. And the reason I'll tell you no, we've seen Josh Allen play this before, and now you're finally doing it when your daddy's not in the playoffs. Sam Darnold, we see Sam Darnold as a filler quarterback. Josh Allen is a franchise quarterback. Two different things.
Nah.
It's going to be make or break. I mean, it's going to be make or break of a season for Sam to take that step.
Yeah.
This is his second playoff game, is it not?
Yes.
He made it with the Vikings last year.
But that's why it's a pivot for Sam Darnold. This game, this postseason is going to determine like how his career ends. If he goes out there and loses his game, throws the eggs, he's going to be just what you said he is, a filler, bridge quarterback. But if he go out here and perform, possibly get some postseason success this season, he'll shift closer into a franchise quarterback because let's not forget he was the number 1 overall pick. He did have the potential at one point. So this is a huge pivot for him. As for Josh Allen, we've all said that this is the worst team he's ever had, and we're not expecting much out of that team in the postseason. So I think Sam Darnold's pressure is higher than Josh Allen's, if you ask me. But 49ers defense is banged up. It's another reason why he shouldn't not perform. But we don't know.
You never know.
And then lastly, Rams and Bears. I think this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game if you ask me. But it's a nice matchup for Chicago fans. It's supposed to be cold, LA gonna be all plush. They down in Cali getting that fair weather. How y'all feel about this game?
I'll tell you this.
It's supposed to be the bottom of the playoffs, though, according to y'all.
Whoever has the ball last is going to win. That's this game. Whoever has the ball last. That's what it's going to come down to.
Great season.
It's not who I trust more. It's whoever played the clock right.
I actually don't want to hear what Press has to say. Don't even worry about it.
So whichever coach managed time the best in the fourth quarter, so they getting the ball with a minute, 50 seconds left, is who's going to win that game.
I think that's fair. That's a good ball. I think that's a good say. I would agree with that. I like the matchup for the Bears, as we discussed earlier. Considering the Rams have shown that they will get stagnant, Bears takes them a long time to ramp it up. I think, how about Ben Johnson? Just don't put yourselves in the hole, early on. Because as we mentioned, Packers was a lot of fourth down conversions they didn't get early on, leading to scores. So, Ben Johnson's still finding his lane. It's his chance to. I think the Bears is in the conference championship though, on some Jalen Daniels Commanders string last year.
I'm rooting for the Bears. I remember Matthew Stafford in the Lions jersey, man.
Oh my gosh!
They both played sloppy before. Both teams played sloppy. Both teams on their P's and Q's. I got Puka Nacua and Devontae just absolutely obliterating our secondary. One thing that also happened against Sunday was that Bears created no pressure. So if we don't create any pressure against Matthew Stafford and getting any sacks, we're chopped chicken. So there was a couple intentional groundings, but no sacks.
That's pressure. I see Montez Sweat got back there a couple times when it mattered.
Yeah, I saw he got a sack, didn't he?
When it mattered.
That's not the pressure that is needed against Matthew Stafford. Okay, Jordan Love is no Matthew Stafford.
No, he
rooting for the Bears.
Hey, the way I see it, I see 49ers beating the Seahawks. I see Bears beating the Rams. That means the Bears host the NFC Championship.
Last time we did that, Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl.
Well, Aaron Rodgers ain't in the playoffs no more. Bucko.
Yeah.
And then you got, on the other end, I see Broncos hosting the conference championship against the Houston Texans.
Oh, Piedmont? When green and yellow came out?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, time to retire, brother.
Yeah. Wow.
we're about to have our 10-year anniversary of high school. Yeah, time to go.
That's all right, man. Go, man. 2026, man. It's been a long time. Boys is Asian out here, man. Yeah. That's good ball, man. We call around on that, man. That's episode 147. You feel me? The CFO 148.